Okay, I'm on live on YouTube. Okay, yes. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Okay, no problem at all. Customize. Good morning, Facebook. Please, good morning, Instagram. Yes. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Yes. Welcome everybody on the TikTok, on the YouTube and the Facebook. Blessing Truths, thank you for joining us. If you see me for the first time, as usual, my name is Dr. Funmilola Tella. Yeah, I never change them. I never change them. See the beard and it. Did it gone you? So we are financial services. So we do wills. This day we're going to be talking more about wills and then estate planning. So we do estate planning. And first of all, for whoever that, thank you for sharing. Whoever that would like to be estate planning, you wanted to work in financial services sector, and estate planning is the best way to join. So with just 1 week, if you haven't got any qualification about estate planning before, don't worry. We have a what's it called? We have a college in our firm that we can teach you, but you pay for the course. All right, and that's more better. And now immediately we teach you, we bring you on board to be one of our consultants, because even some other people out there, when you realize that you just finished from uni or just finished from just new in the industry, they won't take you, but they want experienced people. But we don't want to do that. So that's why we make a creative platform to train you, of course, and they create another platform to let you earn money. All right. But if you already have the knowledge of estate planning, you welcome on board. You just be earning your money and straight away, and our commission is quite very good. So we do mortgages in North America, we do mortgages in Nigeria. So I got so good news for us, for most especially with the diaspora people. And again, we do insurance in Nigerians as well. And I will tell you the reason why. Anyone that live here in the diaspora, American, London, Canada, that need to have insurance in Nigeria. Okay, most especially health insurance. All right. So somebody is this country like in Nigeria and America, health insurance is something that everybody must have. Most especially, I don't have a answer to that. Like I said, health insurance in America, but I'm just telling you that how important it. Dr. Ebon, thank you for joining me. So just telling you how important it is as in Nigeria, whether you're residing in London, America, Germany, Europe, please have one in your country. Okay, make sure you have protection in your country. So today, for most of us that already have, God already blessed, so we already have an asset. Whether God has blessed you, already have an asset, maybe one or two, or you have not, you're sick, trying to put the money together, or you have bank in a bank account. So what is asset? The last time I described asset is something, or what is asset, or estate or assets, it's the same thing. So estate or asset is everything, or your value, or your aggregate of your value. It could be your house, residential or investment property. It could be your bonds or investment or shares in a bank. It could be maybe you have a cryptocurrency. It could be one. It could be your social media. If you're an influencer, you have a social media platform. That's an asset, okay? And it could be if you have a company, so that's an asset, and you have employer and all that, employee. So it's an asset. So, and life insurance is an asset as well. And then we count pension as an asset too. And your children as well, they are the same thing. So this is the reason why we need to protect what God has blessed us with, or whatever God has put in our care. All right, let me tell you something here. Sometimes I was speaking to one of my clients yesterday, a friend and a client at the same time. He was not understand the love of intestacy rule in this country. Thank you, Omalade, for joining me. Thank you, Laulu, for joining. Thank you for Chinese Aro for joining. Policy 375. A cabo. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. A lot of us, we understand the mortgages, we understand insurance, but we don't understand estate planning. Not only black, even white. So that's why in our country we make estate planning more priority these days, so that people can have understanding, so that we stop losing money to other party, or you start losing your money to for government. I told you the last time how much was and people pay or family lose through inheritance tax in United Kingdom. It's a billions of pounds. B. Letter B. Ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ B. Eh? Kò ń ṣe 1 million 2 million kò ń ṣe 10 million kò ń ṣe 20 billion lọ́hùn. Ó máa lọ sí trillion. And these are the money that people already pay tax initially. So that's why we need to be wise as an African. Ṣé àwọn òyìnbó gbọ́n fa? Àwọn tí wọ́n understand the system, they do pen and they put eraser at the bottom of the pen, and they erase anyone that pleases them. So that's why we need to understand the system so that make it to favor of. If you're in America, do the same thing. Go and meet any Anthony, any asset estate planning Anthony to help you. Right? Most especially go to the people that do it, specialize in estate plan. Don't go to lawyer. If you are going to lawyer, go and do your will. It's the same thing. If you want to go to bank to go and do life insurance, so because you'll not be get proper advice. So lawyer, they are not really, that's not the fit unless the lawyer that pick estate planning and stand on that only. Because they don't understand the financial service aspect. So we understood it. That's why we need to come to us. Most people we have financial literacy one way or the other. So that's why we need to come to us for your estate planning products. All right. So today we're going to talk about was it something we called MAD in estate planning? Okay, MAD, MAD. That's mean marriage after death. And I'm going to explain to you how marriage after death works. So let me start from the rule, law of intestacy rule, intestacy law. Okay, law or rule anyhow, sha. So pardon my pronunciation, I'm dyslexic. Sometimes I find it difficult to pronounce some word. All right. So it says if you died or if you buy, there's someone on social media who might bound, might go die. I'm not only mortify anymore, nothing on fire. If he buy and without a valid will, kọ wíìlì ẹ, kọ sílẹ̀. And what is wills? Like what is will? A will is a legal document that you written down how you want your asset to be passed on to your next generation when you go to see your maker. So let me now clear this myth. So writing your will now doesn't mean that you're going to die, you're about to die. Because nobody will cook on anybody. It's a financial signed mind. It's a financial literacy, all right? Where if as long you are 18, you are eligible to write your wills. I know what you are thinking. Someone say, "I little money got in willy. Cashman, how you doing?" You might be thinking, "How much did I have?" And that be writing my will. Later, by the time you understand how it works, you know that you have a lot. Okay. So the last time I talked about guardianship on Tuesday, the day before, yesterday, sorry, I couldn't come on yesterday. I was a little bit tired. I slept. My name was baby. All right. So, but we get there. But let's start with will first. So if you do not have a valid will, so your asset will be distributed according to the law of intestacy in United Kingdom. At kini kan kini, amabayin wa ati yẹn jáde, ati gbogbo ẹ ló ní àti o. So now we now have category. Some people they are married. So the law that work for married couple is different for the one that work for living together. And I'll break every down to pieces today if I have the time. The law that is different for the one that work for single parents, and is different for the one that work for single person. Okay, you might be single, you don't have a children yet, you have not married yet, so you are single and you have because single and sin, it's not a sin láti nílé, it's not a sin to have your own house, it's not big deal to accumulate wealth. All right, okay. Thank you for power tap. Can Jimmy so Jimmy can call one be by by me power tap so that the policy I they look at you, I they see you fa. By me power tap. Help me to power tap so that social media can show it to other people. Facebook, Instagram. Oh yeah, leave your comment as well, and you can use your press button as well to say hello. So if you drop your comment, that's why I'm able to see you. Lumi, thank you for joining me. All right, thank you. Bless truth. God bless you. Eshe Goni. All right, now, so as I was saying now, so now today we look at the married couple. So what's the law of antithesis say about the married couple? So, and that's why, and then now what is marriage? We take it one after the other. So we do both have to understand what is a marriage. You go. So sometimes most of you believe you marry. You need to go and check that your marriage is valid. There's a marriage that's valid. Your marriage is valid in United Kingdom. So you might have your country marriage that value your country. Oh, is different for here. So okay. So and there's some marriages that they recognize. It's legally recognized in United Kingdom, and there's some marriage are not recognized. Maybe for there's you do traditional marriage, I don't think that's recognized. So that's why you need to find out from us. So let us see if your marriage certificate is valid, wherever you do your marriage from. I don't know. So now let's just assume or agree that your marriage is valid. Man Frank, how are you? Long time. Let's assume your marriage is valid now. So what is Bashabi, how are you doing? So Bashabi, the next training is going to commence first week in January. Tomorrow, please, I will come out with the date. Victoria Amo, thank you for joining. Mama G, thank you for joining me. Cody J, thank you for joining. Asachio, thank you for joining. Emma Bino, I've not been seeing me for a long time. Now I'm back. I'm back. Smith, thank you for joining me. Uh, uh, I don't know how to pronounce this one. Q Lodge, Emma Bino, thank you for joining me. Morukoto simple for take simple name. So now let us money, thank you. So now we are talking about the law of it for people that are just joining us. We are talking about the law of intestacy rule, what the law say if you don't have a valid will in United Kingdom, and we are addressing marriage couple. And I said, you need to check. Maybe your marriage is valid. Some people they are living together. They believe they are married. So there's a law that governs a married couple is different for people that are living together, and that's a dangerous step. If you are living together, and that's what common in London or in abroad, you'll be living together with your spouse. You have baby, no marriage. Ewure lokolonge. Talogu consider in English. Ewu is lokolonges. Stella Jai, thank you for joining me. So, for married person now, so if you let's say you have, I'm going TikTok. Listen, I know you don't like number. Me share me is a share of number. My job is a job of number. So, Bambi, you manage me TikTok, and you make sure you don't block my notification for my to my audience. Engbomi, are you listening to me TikTok? Share more dada. So let's say all your assets run to, let's use a simple example. Maybe let's say 500,000 pounds. Maybe let's say you have a house and your house worth maybe three or something. You got what's it called, life insurance. Maybe you got a pension, because as long you are working and getting salary, of course you have a state pension. If you don't have a private, so the pension as well is part of your asset. Okay, and the life insurance which everybody must have is part of your asset. If you already have one before, it's going to add to your asset at the same time. Maybe you have money in your bank accounts, is part of your asset as well. And maybe you have a expensive, some people they have a gold, they buy raw gold, maybe coins or pallets. All right. It's part of asset as well. You might even have some gold, some expensive jewelry, expensive rituals that even some rituals can even buy a house back. So it's part of your asset too. Some people they even have rituals, watches, like my friend that did the freeze. He doesn't believe him invests in real estate, but he can buy. You have so many watches, expensive one. So those one that's an asset as well because it's money. So so if you are just joining me, welcome you. God loves. Thank you for joining. Where and who? Thank you for joining. To Joshua, thank you for joining me. So let's say all your assets, everything together, by give or take, everything runs after the liability. Everything runs because there's a way we can, we differentiate your liability and your assets. Those are the we do balance sheet. That's why you need to come to people that understand finance. By Sabi, thank you for power tapping. As you are joining me, please send me to power tab, please, so that other people can see it. So, and then let's say everything run to 500,000, half a million. All right. So, if this is what happen if you do not have a will, so number one, so the 325, it will go to your spouse. Okay. So, and I've used a sample of my parents. I lost my mother in 2022. So, but I still have my father now. So now let's assume my father has remarried. Still, okay. So now, and if a woman as well, woman too remarry these days, so they don't descend anymore. Thank you, Jacob, for joining me. So if you have any question as I'm saying it, please drop your question so that before I go too far, so that I can address the question as quickly as possible. So out of £500,000 now, so the 4325 they will give it to your spouse. So this is how the law intestacy rule work in United Kingdom as of today. So talo good on massive pen only 500 only ilé ìmọ̀ sọ only who can speak only máa kan tó máa ń sọ wọ́n máa sọ òyìnbó lórí TikTok ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹgbẹ̀rún lérúngbó kinní kan thank you ẹgbẹ̀rún kinní kan torí mo fẹ́ TikTok onímọ̀ nǹkan tí mo sọ so ó kù 147 okay so out of 500k they give 325 to your spouse. So remaining 147. So 145 divided by 2. Then you Cambridge, Asabi. So 175 divided by 2. Okay. I want Cambridge. Okay. Okay, so let's say 75k. Okay. So 75k, they will add that 75k to 325 plus 325. Mm-hmm. So 87, okay, 87 kinini, okay, 187.50 ni, kasa 87.50. So they will now put 87,000, yeah. They will add it to your spouse again. They will add it, they will give it to your spouse. So the remaining 87, that's what all your children will share. If you like, have 20 of them. Okay. They will share it equally. 1-year-old children and 30 equally, because you fail to write and written what we would like to see. And then the government, the law will do it for you forcibly. Okay? So so now you know where this is where my mad come from. Mad marriage after death. Then that's only one. Then there's something we call chattel. Chattel is any movable item, like a ago, laptop, motor. It will win your spouse. He owns everything legally, your legal wife or legal husband. Okay, so indirectly your children, what they are being disinherited. So let's assume now that you have another children, you have a children before you marry your husband. For me now, I have a children now. If I marry tomorrow now, and I have another children for that man, so that's me. My first child, they will disinherit that person, that child. To all of us that have a children before you enter into a marriage. So now this is how mad after marriage come now. Marriage after death. Your spouse now maybe the young is very young, eh? My mother died out of 67, and my mother and my father, they are the same age. So my father is don't remarry now. So your spouse will go and remarry. Okay? So when your spouse remarried, what will happen? The new ìyàwó ọ̀lẹ̀lẹ̀ or new shacking husband, lover boys that your spouse marry will now share what you left with your spouse. So ìyẹn á wá tán. So I pé ọkùnrin ni á kógbó sí lórí, á máa ní baby. You collect all the money. Later, he might run away. So I pé obìnrin náà ni á máa ní sweetheart. He will collect the money. So before you know, your children will be disinherited or disinherited. I became like my follow me English, oh Jerry. So they will disinherit your children. Okay. So who's the question now? Who fought? Your spouse fault or your fault? Of course, it's your fault. So, and some people, my son was telling me that they taught them in school that it's a ghost. A ghost, you are. So if you now become a ghost and you are walking like this, you can walk in me. There's not nobody see ghosts. Really, they don't see you. You walk, you angry, 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 you cry, cry, cry. You know they see. You understand? Because I watched one movie before. The ghost was crying. He was telling people, "You cheating on me. You are the one that killed me. Don't worry. Nobody sees you." If it and then he was my son was telling me, according to science, in school, that when somebody died, they will not go to heaven straight. They Isaac, what did they name? What the play you said that when somebody died, they will go. Also, you mentioned the name. So you'll be that place, you'll be roaming around crying, and nothing will happen. You suffer for you are here, you suffer for ghost. Go for ghost it was crying ghost. That's your name. Crying ghost. You become a crying ghost. So crying ghost now, and your children they say, "Ah, my mother, oh she, my father, oh she." They will curse you. They're supposed to be praying for your dead body. Now it's cursing it. Oh my lord, only master directly, but let that one saw. So because you not do wills. Do you understand? Now today is married couple. So tomorrow I will come and talk about non-married couple. Okay, living together. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin living together. A jọ ń gbé ṣáà ni, a jọ ń gbé ni, a jọ ń gbádùn ara wa. You have children together. Tó bá jọ mí pẹ́rẹ́, we are living together. You will see. Ṣé àwọn ọmọ tẹ̀ rí nǹkan kan? Ọmọ kankan ò dẹ̀ ní rí. Àwọn ọmọ ò ní rí one p. Wọn ò ní rí nǹkan kan. Or maybe your spouse will not say anything. Living together. If you do not have a wills. And now let me now break your bubbles. I'm gonna answer. Wills alone is not enough. So by having all these wills, by having the wills now, okay, you fulfill one righteousness. Only little. 1 out of 10 righteousness. Lose you fulfill here. So when I explained to somebody yesterday, only a boss, and they keep this one for you, money back when you did not seek information. You should not see. Bible say in everything seeking information, seeking knowledge. If you're not seeking the information, it will happen. You know what? The good news is that the people that make this law, as you know, anytime you see pencil, you have a razor at the bottom. So they made the law. They already put razor there so that they will clean the one that favor them. They say and they will know that we black, we will not go for law. Okay, kí ló fẹ́ kàn wá pẹ̀lú law tó ti lọ fàṣẹ kí ẹ tó ti lọ fàṣẹ ọdẹ kí ló fẹ́ kàn pẹ̀lú law àfi law níbi tó bá wà bí kò sí problem. So this is how we need to wake up, right? Wake up, maji masun, ji masun. So now, and I said, now I've told you if you don't have a will, and I even told you now will is not enough. It's not. You see, open to so many dangers. Only wills. Danger here will open. So one of the dangers, I'm not going to mention the danger. One of the danger that you encounter too is we call it divorce. All right, we got care costs, inheritance tax. Àwọn ọmọ mi, àwọn àgbàlagbà ni inheritance tax. Kí ló tún bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọn? Bankruptcy, creditors, and many more. And shutdown of your company and all that. Killing the generational wealth being furnished. Okay, being furnished. All right. So now, how do we now address this? So the best thing to address it, and that's why trust fund coming into the place to keep the place. Trust fund. You don't know. I think I need to have a seminar. Everybody in the register, so that I will share my screen, so that all of you, it's going to be online one, so that all of you will see my screen. If you are interested, please write put your name down that you'd like to join that webinar. Okay, I'm going to have a webinar, free webinar. This time around, it's going to be free webinar, but it's going to be online for maybe 1 to 2 hours. I wanted to grow African community. African community, I want to empower us. So if you're interested in this seminar, please send any platform you're watching it for. Please send me a message. Send on a message that you're interested. So our website is going through under Google and the UK. You can go to US website to drop a message there, but UK one is undergo maintenance. Okay, we are make some changes. So so now let's now talk about divorce, which is a pain in the kí ló máa ń pè nínú egungun, pain in the egungun, state pain in the bones àbí kí ló máa ń pè ní narrow. So, and lately I was helping my clients for remortgages. We drew money from the property. Some people that they didn't know me as early as possible, they sold the property. All right. So that they wanted to pay third party for divorce. All right. So divorce of other spouse as well is one bit. And if you look at the world we are living right now, it's sophisticated world, very, very sophisticated. Me and it's sophisticated now. Everybody, ever get about you go to social media, dada, very sophisticated. So divorce, kia ni. I will look at if you Google the rate of divorce in our own life, our generation, your generation that you're watching me right now, is high. Now talk less our children that we are giving back to. Ṣá àwọn tí wọ́n gbọ́n kí n má sọ léyìí tó ṣẹ́kù. Àwọn máa sọ pé àwọn ò ní tolerant. Ìwà àwọn yóò ní nǹkan kan. So no talk wọn ò ní talk báyìí no. Not tolerant. So that's me. The divorce of our children or grandchildren is mass. Talk tell you. Talk to you. Welcome. Ẹ bá mi ṣá tó kí lára tẹ̀lé. Ó bùn mí gift mo fi ṣalátẹ̀wọ́ àgbẹ̀ ẹni tó ṣẹ̀dí lẹ́sẹ̀ ló ń ṣalátẹ̀wọ́ ó bùn mí gift ni o ó fún mi gift mo ṣe ṣalátẹ̀wọ́. So you can see, so the divorce is getting high, the volume. So that's why you need to put thank you. That's why you need to pull your asset inside the trust. Otherwise, if you have a wills only, I've talked to you the advantage of not having a wills. So I'm not telling you mirror wills. You say the mirror. What is mirror wills? Mirror, something we call mirror wheel. Mirror. That's me. If I pass pass it to my wife. If my wife pass it to me. If the other side pass and I pass it to the children, that's a mirror wheels. At least it mentioned how you want your asset to be distributed. Okay, you try. You pass 1 out of 10. Oh, Bodo finally, Odo, no, but you are looking take away. Oh yeah, come on, yeah, take me away. Come on, take me away. So, although if you don't do will at all, now bad. So now let's say you do will. If you disclaimer. If you go online and say I do will online, there's something they call they contents wills. So àwọn tó máa bẹ́ẹ̀ contest èmi gan bẹ́ẹ̀ èmi tí máa mọjọ́ tó wọ́n fẹ́ kàwé ilẹ̀ máa lọ síbẹ̀ máa lọ contest ẹ̀ máa gbà tèmi bẹ́ẹ̀. So you need a proper advice. So all the information here is not advice, it's information. I'm just giving information, not advice. Advice is tailored for everybody's circumstances. That's why you need to consult us. If I talk about mortgage or whatever here, it's no advice. It's no advice. It's just pure information. So everybody's circumstances are different. Thank you, Tok Roya, for the gift. So as I was saying, so now let's say now your spouse that left, or that even let's even assume that you have a will come back. And you said, okay, and most of the wills they said, if I gone, pass it to my wife or pass it to my husband. If my husband or wife gone, then let's say pass to the children. This is what happened. If you go, you are liable to immediately go buy inheritance tax. 40% in a more than government. It's not only UK, all over the world, it's 40%. I don't know the reason why I don't know why they purposely make it 40%. Maybe they want us to open eyes in it. I don't understand. The reason because this, and these are the money that you already pay income tax, capital gain tax, or whatever for. And that's all. And we deal with tax. with income tax, capital gain tax, inheritance tax. So those are the taxes that you are liable to ní ọjọ́ ayé rẹ̀ àti ìgbà tó bá kú méjèèjì. If you die, you pay tax when you die. You will never, there's a two things that's certain, taxes and debt. If you die, you pay tax. If you are alive, you pay tax. So for you to minimize or maximize minimize the tax that you pay, you need the estate planning. So that's what I'm here right now to talk to us about this planning. All right. So income tax, capital gain tax. If you dey forceful to sell your house, you will pay capital gain tax. So borrow it. You first stamp duty níbẹ̀rẹ̀ o. And then inheritance tax, ìyẹn ni tax téèyàn máa ń san téèyàn bá ti kú. So that's the òkú ń san tax. Jesus. Òkú ó bá kú gan òkú náà tún san tax. Iṣẹ́ gbórí. Dead body pay tax. Ó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí. Tó o bá gbórí now you are hearing me. So and then now let's say kí mo fẹ́ sọ náà. So now let's say you written your wills and you put the wills that my wife or my spouse or husband should inherit you first. So we assess your assets, and all of us that have life insurance, and if you put into the trust, sometimes if not properly, if not properly um what's it called, draft, you will see liable to inheritance tax, because immediately they pay trustee, and it's going to add to your inheritance tax. And again, inheritance tax, we have a threshold. Immediately you hit that threshold, you pay tax. So that's why you need proper planning. There's a way we plan it for you, that if even at all they want the trust, normal small trust for life insurance, that's not sufficient enough. So if you put in there, say we need to plan it. Otherwise, sometimes they pay trustee and trustee pay into your estate, and then you're not liable to inheritance tax. So careful. So now let's say now, they now so immediately you pay inheritance tax on your own asset. All right, because it's not, thank you, talks, because it's not inside a trust. All right, because if it's inside a trust, you not legally own it anymore. Ah, talks, yeah, back. So that means you no longer own the asset. It's your trust that owns it. So now when we get there, we tell you what you need to put together to form a trust. I will tell you in a minute. Okay. So let's say now you are gone now. Maybe wife or husband gone. So inheritance tax is payable, or you can divide the inheritance tax to the second debt. It depends on how it's being structured, by the way. So now, if you don't have a trust in you, so now if your wife now remarried, you cannot write inside your will that if my die, my spouse will not remarry, should not remarry. On my bad willing again, it's not possible. So even at all, if you written will most for you, because will is not alone is not enough. If you written your wills, Ola Desiree, how are you? Thank you for joining me. So if now your second partner now, maybe now he married now, and I say, this one could be Baba Lagbaja, this one does not look like a Baba talks or Iya talks, and now they now divorce. Some people, they purposely marry your spouse because they know you have gone, you left something. They will marry them, they do marry. They pay them want to follow you, let do you go, let marry you. They will, they do it for all this millionaire. They will go, they just go and fight for divorce. Okay? And when they fight for divorce, 50-50, one government. So that's me. Your asset has been lost to other third party. Any to money. It's not gold digger. Don't call anybody gold digger. It's you that wallow more. English you bon, in so you wallow. So that's why I'm here now to borrow us some ogbon. So now, that your spouse now divorce will now take 50% of that money from your spouse. Okay, and trust me, and that I believe I'm trust anybody with the right senses. That's not the way you want your asset to be distributed. No, no, that's nobody want that. Before you know it, your children will be disinherit, inherit. They will not inherit anything. Disinherited, abi. Eh, pick one English. It ever correct in Google. So and then so what now? For example, in that is more even dangerous. If maybe you have a baby before you enter into the new marriage, that's mean your first children or whatever, they will not get anything. All right. Maybe the spouse might even say you are here for the one you have together and all that because you did not do any proper planning. So I think I will stop at the divorce today. Anybody have question? Because my laptop, the battery is getting. Ó ti ń lọ kí n má sì lè tó ṣẹ́kù. I will end there now. So about divorce. So tomorrow we look at the care cost and inheritance tax. So I'm going to have a what's it called webinar on a Zoom to educate us more for free. So if you're interested, please write your name maybe immediately after the new year. Uh, um, Write you send out a message that you're interested and send out your email so that or your number so that we can send you the link so that you have so that I'll be able to share my slide you understand it more. All right. So if now question of the day, do you want to plan your estates? If you like to plan your estate, please consult us at the F3 Rich Mommy. So if you whatever the platform you have been watching us from, our details are there. Please call us or send us the text. So myself or anybody in the team, we'll be happy to sit down with you or it can be on Zoom meeting, it can be come to our office and then we take an inventory of your asset and then we take inventory of your liability or debts and then we're able to do the best planning for you. Most especially if you have a parent, maybe your parent is and they are in this country and they are 60, 70, 80 and above. Or if you are watching me, you are over 60, you are over 50, you are 50 plus. Please don't leave it till tomorrow. You are the one to take action immediately with immediate effect. When it comes to estate plan, it's not something that we live for a long time. All right. And to some people that might be thinking that you do not have estate. So if let me this is my question. Do you have life insurance? Do you have a house, residential house or buy to let or investment? If you do not have it, no problem. Do you have a life insurance? Do you have a pension? Are you working? You're getting salary. So whether you like it, you have pension. Do you have a pension? Do you have a what's it called? Do you have a car? Or do you have a maybe rituals or gold? I know we African women we like gold. Some people gold is only only deposit ilé. Do you have a goat? So these are the things that we need to that what then you need to write your wills. So do you have a children? Do you have a minor children? Do you have a disabled child? So if you don't know if you have a disabled child, if you don't write a trust for them, and the government might disinherit them when you're gone. All right, and that's not good enough for that innocent child. Do you have a man? Yesterday I talked about 2 days ago. I talked about guardianship trust. So what is that? Is that when you have a minor, most especially if you are single parents. So if anything happen, who do you want to have the custody of your innocent minor child? And believe if your spouse, if you think your spouse is not good, that you cannot stay together, I believe you don't want to let them have this custody of the child. So it's not necessary that they will beat them or something. It's sometimes if you see any adult that does not have a discipline himself, trust me, he will not teach your children the way they should go. And they will make your children to go to foster parent, okay, foster child or something. If you go to foster child care a home, what will happen? So foster child, they only listen to the child. They wouldn't want to hurt the child because not hurt. They believe they are not hurting, but they are hurting them because they believe TP Rufus, how you doing? Thank you for joining. They believe if the children, if the social worker or whatever come, if they ask the children question, if you are too disciplined to note or to you know handle them in a higher hand, they will take the children away from you. So because of that, the foster parents they don't what's it called? They don't correct that children. So, and I believe you don't want to see your children, on the street, be the one to, bottle people tummy, knifing anyhow or cunning people down. You understand? Or taking weed or whatever and about conscience. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Or be the one to beat the wife or beat the husband or flexing about or become his four children forefather. You understand? Just because you did not do the right thing, or because you did not, your children does not have a custody, or be the one that you be abusing adults anyhow. Okay, or be the one that to this day children they are committing suicide. You don't want your children to be committing suicide. So that's why you and your partner you can agree together, or you as a single parent, most especially the single parents, 90% they are the woman, because women normally have the children, not necessarily men. It's only few men that you see them. I have seen a men that have the custody of children, by the way, because the woman is the one that crazy woman. Okay, maybe it's drugs or whatever, or depression and all that. So now today, now let's now talk a little bit about that depression that I just said. Just made me to remember. There's something we call power of attorney. All right. Sometimes I don't know how to pronounce it. They say, well, it's attorney, right? Anthony is the name of the person. Attorney is the name of the legal. Is a legal document. Attorney, the art of LPA, lasting power of attorney. Okay, is a legal document that you give power to somebody to act on your behalf. So it's a document that every Nigerian must have, or every Africa must have. And the reason why you should have this document is because if you lost capacity, or if you are capacitated. In fact, it was a client that was telling me a story of a friend, that the person was capacitated. Thank God that he have what's it called, Anthony in place. Otherwise, he could have lost the bank account, everything. Did you know that if you lost capacity, your bank account will be frozen? It's kabash, you know. You know what the kabash? Kabash, you want at all. And then the most funnest thing, if you are couple, if you like add joint account, it will be joint account will be frozen at the same time. So that's mean money will not go in or coming in, because you will not need. The only what they can approve you maybe £200 or something per day. So now you are paying mortgage of 2,000, I think, and the bank now they can only approve 200. So so that's me. You will become a homeless. Maybe you are company director. Maybe God that bless you, you have a care home. If you have a care home, please make sure you do. So maybe they see people where did they say people go for home. You see what happen. Sometimes we need to deceive ourselves. But it will happen to this person, not me. This one that will grow older. Me, I will not grow older. Sit down there. Orí ẹ̀kẹ́ mi ló ti ń já wálẹ̀, mo ti ń dàgbà ló ń gé báyẹn. Tó bá wò mí dáadáa, ó rí irun funfun. Ẹ̀sùn wáíwáí kìíní kan. Mo ní bí mélòó, mo ń kẹ́ síbẹ̀ ni mi ì fẹ́ kó já by the way. Because that's me. We grow we are waking up, we are sleeping, waking up, we are getting younger. The man say to sheku. Alright, o lè máa àtíkè lè mọ gbé ẹ dúró sójú. Bóyá ọ̀lẹ àbí kí lèmi kún sójú. Bóyá yẹn ló ń deceive mi. Ìyìn ṣọmọdé fa. Ìyìn ṣọmọdé o. Mo ti dàgbà fa. So, because some people lost capacity. And capacity, it's not really people that have dementia this day, because sometimes we believe when somebody is 80, 70, they match dementia or something like that. Mm-mm, mm-mm. It's far away. Some people, they have an accident. 30 years old these days. Lots of bad with it. I want to shake care. God bless you. You that do mental health nurse or whatever. 18, brain yẹn ó ti ṣe báyìí. 20, even baby, minor, they will tell you. So if it does something that happen now and you lack capacity, what do you think will happen to your children? What do you think will happen to your estate? What do you think will happen to your bank accounts? Okay? So capacity these days, it could be temporary and it can be permanent. Some people they come the stroke, only sorrow, only anything. Capacity. What will happen to you? How will you survive? So for me, go describe it. You are I can see you are rebooking in your heart, I rebuke in Jesus' name. I hear you. So people that have it, they rebuke it too. What happen? You know, sometimes I used to say, to fall is not a big deal. When you fall, make sure you're able to wait to know to get up. That's more important here. And that's what I'm here right now at your space to tell you so that in case if anything happen of we call it unforeseen circumstances happened. So how can you come out of it? For the opportunity for you to come out and come out quickly without crashing your body. That's what I'm here to tell you about. So that's why they call this is a financial talk show with Dr. Funmilola Tella. If you see me for the first time, all right. So if you are not in the UK, please go to your country and go and do what I'm telling you now. So even Nigeria, we do this in Nigeria now. So if in Nigeria, reach out to me, we're able to do this planning for you in Nigeria. All right. So and there's also we need to have we have in the United Kingdom we have two type of LPA, lasting power of Anthony. The first one is property and financing, and the second one is health and well-being. So property and financing, that one can start work as quickly as possible. Immediately register it, no problem. But the health and well-being, that one will not take to action until somebody totally lost capacity because I'm seeing in my mindset, my right mind, I can make decision for myself. All right, about my health, I can decide I will go to hospital. Joe, thank you for joining. I can decide I will not go to this. I can decide I want injection. One of my colleagues is in one of the insurance brokers. He have cancer. So because you still have a capacity, you tell them I don't want chemo. This is what I want. This is one I understand. But if you lack capacity, chemo one for more. And even if your wife or your spouse know that chemo is not good for you, they know, okay, because you did not have power of Anthony. We are going through that kind of stress. The last thing is to be, to be worried about money or worry about what will happen to you. Who will make decision for you? It's good to have people around you to make decision for you without being stressed. People can be wanting to help you, but they'll be stressed at the same time because they didn't have the power to do so according to law. So that's why everybody, every Nigerians, every black community must have power of Anthony in any of your country. If in the UK, United Kingdom, of course, come to us, come to F3 Rich Mommy. That's what we do, and we do it best. We will help you to put one in place. And to register this power of Anthony, it take a longer time. All right. So this to register it. So that's why you don't need to be drag your feet at all. Bola, thank you for joining me. You don't all the user number and welcome you on board. So you don't need to drag your board to drag your feet. It's something that you take action as quickly as possible. Listen, if you are Nigerian, reach out to me. We have power of Anthony in Nigeria. We draft one for you. All right, we connect you to our team in Nigeria to do that for you. So in America, I don't know. I have so many Anthony that does in America. I know Germany, France, all the Europe, they should have one in Canada as well. Please Google or go, but don't go to ordinary lawyer. Go to estate planning. Okay, we have knowledge, especially knowledge. We have financial literacy than normal solicitors or lawyer. Okay. So the webbing and property now. So if you have a company, most especially with you that have a care company, please do this one, and you can have what's maybe your director. So if you are two, Basra, thank you for joining. Long time. So your partner can add the power, and then in case if anything happen, all of you give you if you are okay. Let me tell you, now sometimes Nigeria when you structure, and my hands open to something when you structure a limited company or any LSC whatever, you do not have you do not think about if wait in case if you die or in case if you lost capacity. Ṣé o fẹ́ kí company ẹ shut down ni? Who can shut down in English? You want your company to shut down completely. So you need this kind of financial literacy. You need LPA. You need power of attorney so that somebody can continue to run the company if anything happened to you. So your company is an asset. Whether you just started now, you start later, or you're already, or is whether it's a grow or you're not grow, it will still grow later. So you must do proper planning. Planning your company, create a what's it called? A mental capacity assessor of deputy. Okay, okay, deputy testament. Okay, okay, and tactic capital. Thank you, my Bola. God bless you. Getty. So so that's it. Somebody's that work in the capital mental capacity assessor says in a deputy testament is talking to us here. So we need to put all this in place. I think Bola Popola, thank you for following the character. Power tap fa ẹ mọ bá mi power paf bá mi in charge gbogbo yín lówó tẹ bá mi power tap ń sìn. So understand? So when we give somebody um, um thank you for confirming that. So when we give somebody power, and so this document is not expensive to put in place. So we give you a certificate holder because you cannot do it yourself. We need certificate holder and we need proper advice. We're able to advise you and give us and able to register this for you. Okay, so that there's something that we Africa we do not have. There's something we call generational wealth. We need to start learning how to start creating generational wealth for our children, for our family, for our descendant, for our east, for our grandchildren. Okay, so and the cannot really something that when you die and your company dies, yeah, you need to stop in our community. Right. So otherwise, some company they are doing well. I have a lot of care people that most of the care or company is really thrived in the United Kingdom, even America, all over the world. Okay, apart from Ilu Watatiwasha, everybody in Togi Arubu and Lee. So it's really doing well. So now you are doing well, and something happened to you, and the company died because you failed to have plan yourself, plan your estate, have a Anthony in place. All right. So we need to, and like I said, Anthony take a longer time to register. So if you have not registered, if you have not come to function, and if you lost capacity, oh, you don't have. We categorize you as you do not have. So that's why you need to do it quickly because nobody knows. I had an accident maybe 2 months ago. I did not plan for it. I was doing my own gege. I dey drive, and I get to the junction, roundabout junction, to make I look right, give way, look left, look I fit gbi. Do you understand? I did not plan for that. I didn't mean I'm a motorway, and what will happen? Of course, some people can lose mental capacity. That shock alone. Please tell Africa they don't like putting salt in. Please, nobody knows. I know. That's what I'm here. If I'm going to hold a what's it called webinar on Zoom. So if you are interested, please write your interest. Send me a message so that I will send you a link when the time comes. But I don't know. It's going to be this no one is going to be free. And anybody that wanted to start career on this estate planning, so please let me know as well. There's a training that you need to go for. When you got that training, then you become one of our consultants in our company, and you be. I'm interested. Okay, yeah, please. Bola, send me a message on the TikTok. Send me if you're interested to join, even if you're in Nigeria, no problem. If you want to join, because it's going to be on Zoom. If you're in America, all over the world, whatever you are, it's always the same thing all over the world. The same law, no only, but open your different word name. Send me the links. I will do this for you so that you have more understanding how it works. Okay? Are you able to? Okay, TikTok, it's in it. Right, TikTok. I will still stop now anyway. By the way, so I'm over 1 hour. Thank you. You didn't help me. You didn't power tap. Bá mi power tap. So that bá ń fa. All right. Then. So now I wanted to talk about opportunity to have a mortgage in Nigeria. Oh wow! I'm so excited about this. Hmm? Opportunity to have mortgage in Nigeria. My Nigerian people, in fact, school you believe that some bank in Nigeria, most in jump, most in padà. If your even your deposit, you'll be getting any interest on top of your deposit. Mo ní kán tún sọ ẹ sọ ní English wọ́n sọ ní English ẹ sọ ní Yorùbá wọ́n sọ ní Yorùbá ẹ sọ láwùsá wọ́n sọ lábàá mi understand Hausa mo ní kán stop ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. Are you are you are you kidding me? Are you whining me ni? They say wọn whine me o wọn dẹ̀ kid me pàápàá. I say okay I will mo ń bọ̀ ń bẹ̀ yẹn. So let me quickly finish this particular one. So that's why. So when it comes to earth and property, so but the business owner, you can give power to somebody that you trust, maybe your business partner or your children or your spouse. In case anything happen, they carry on, and you need to show the business to them so that they can see your business what you do. Okay. So another one. So the health and well-being. I will quickly tell you a story. This particular one lady is a white family. They took her mother to their care home, and she was the lady does not like the way they are treating her parents. Maybe they didn't give her good care, she said to herself, you know what, I'm taking my children. He had been laying company all this while, but nothing forthcoming. So she decided to take her own parent to take her to her own house. Less than 2 hours, six police with the three whatever, they go to her house to go and arrest her and take her mother back to the home care. You'll be thinking again, it's not my mother, it's your mother, but they believe maybe your mother, we do, because the parents fail to do uh, health and well-being power for Anthony in place. So the parents supposed to give Anthony to the daughter, that in case if anything happen, so you had opportunity, you have power to decide for me when I don't have the power anymore. Dictate the hospital that will go or blah blah according to your own whatever. Okay, so that's why they give them. But because she didn't have that, Onyibo, okay, they need to forcefully take her parent back to the same care home that she hates so much. And get was even that they even have maltreat her parents more than before. Before they know that she cannot say anything, and now she now realize that she cannot say anything, cannot do anything. All right. And you might be thinking, maybe if I lost capacity, I will go and apply. Okay. Let me say, you are right. You can apply. But these are the danger. When you apply, like a three or four danger. Number one, if you do it normally gone, it takes 6 months or whatever to be registered, even 1 year. Originally. So if you now lost capacity now, you'll be looking at 2 years. Nobody even know. It might even longer than that. So kí ló tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nǹkan dáadáa ti bàjẹ́ something as things are spoiled. Nigerian mortgage care after your deposit they would give you they will tell you to finish payment. No, not 6 months care. Regular one ṣebí no be me here dey tell you I have a company in Nigeria and we do mortgage in there. Wo mo ti gbérede fún gbogbo Nigeria tó wà ní diaspora ẹ máa gbádùn olóko. I'm not joking. If Islamic mortgage wà ń bẹ̀, if you are Muslim, I will give you no Sharia mortgage for Nigeria. Na me dey talk am. Ó dájú mortgage bí báyìí lọ. I'm not joking. I no dey joke o. Any amount tó bá fẹ́, if you fẹ́ billions, I will give you billions, but maximum 6 billions. Interested, so ìwọ kàn ní 30% ní. Even 20% mo lè wò ó ṣe fún ọ. But I need to access in lajú o gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ mí lówó o no miss mo ẹ bá jẹ mí lówó ìfòrò òrò ní ìfìgbé ọfà. So okay, so now we are talking about so now you now give what's it called? Oro, you máa oro wà oro ní ìlú yìí wọ́n máa fi wọ́n process oro máa ń yá ju possession lọ. So kí ni mo ń sọ lọ́nà? So now if you now lost capacity now, you will now take 2 years or more than that. Ṣé bá mi take that one as number one. Number two, they are normally èló ni FA gan 500 àbí nǹkan kan. Instagram máa tó kún sí ẹ mọ̀ bínú Instagram. So it will now cost you a lot. Some people minimum will be looking at 2,000, 5,000. Nobody even they cannot even tell you how much you can pay. They will just come with a ridiculous amount. Tó bá tó wá get black, ló jẹ́ dúdú àánú ẹ̀ ṣe mí. ìyẹn báyẹn. And again, that then you now lost your right to select or elect your chosen Anthony. It is a government that will um, dictate Anthony for you. They be the one to pick Anthony for you. And guess who they will pick? Retired judge. Àwọn bàbá arúgbó yẹn. Tó jẹ́ pé àwọn gan ti ń dementia ti ń ṣe wọ́n bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Kí ló rò pé wọ́n máa ṣe sí finance ẹ̀? They will now digging hand into your financing. Àwọn gbèsè kan tó ti rò pé ó ti dọ́ọ̀gì tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ mo sì wọ̀ tó ní company. Àwọn abẹ́rẹ́ tún jáde wàá wá san bàbá tax. Àánú ẹ̀ ṣe mí. So, yeah, deputy, exactly. So, the deputy is something they use the retired judge. Thank you, Ice Prince. Thank you. They use most of them. They use retired judge. So they will now start bringing all the money and this and that and that. Ọlọ́run ayẹ kò wà lórí àìsàn kan tó rán ẹ lọ sí ẹ̀wọ̀n lórí ẹ̀. Understand? So that's why you need to plan ourselves. So I hope we're able to gain one thing of the other. So tomorrow, because the time is going, I need to join team meeting. So be here tomorrow. We talk more about Nigerian mortgage opportunities. So many huge opportunity. Trust me, our mortgage in Nigeria is better than here. Mo really mo fi sọ. Maybe I dey do am. I dey do everything. But I tell you, say, if all the Africa, you must have ilé làbọ̀ sí mi oko, you must have property in your country. Okay? Ẹ nílé nílùú yín, ìlú wa á nílé ń bẹ̀. Isaac, please, can you go to my room and get me the charger for the laptop? Ilé làbọ̀ sí mi oko. The house is a Abosi Okos. In fact, jẹ́ mo fẹ́ tẹ̀ mo sì bínú tán kí n wá tan Instagram. Jẹ́ kí n lọ sí this time around. Ó dà pé mo ṣe wọ́n dà pé àwọn tíìmù mi 11 o'clock ni mo pe kinní fún wọn. 11:30. Okay, so mo lè jẹ́ mess about kékeré. Thank you. What time is supposed to be in school? Huh? 12? Have you tidied up your room? Má yẹ káwọn èèyàn gbọ́ pé ọmọ mi ẹ̀ o. This time, please join me on the what's it called? Business Instagram. Yes, I'm live on business Instagram. Before it was a personal. So now, any Nigerians, you must have house, building a property in Nigeria. So there's so many development. Nigeria last Nigeria. When was the last time you go to Nigeria? Premium fruit designer. How are you? I was in business. Only business lẹ́yìn èèyàn wa. Mo wà ní personal látàárọ̀. I just finished 1 hour. Jesus is the Lord. So now we're talking. Before I was talking about the importance of wills and the trust in the United Kingdom. Now we're talking about Nigerian mortgage now. So Nigerians is developing. In fact, I was reading something today. It's mind blowing. So, in fact, my prayer is that something will not happen beyond me and you. Okay, so now the Nigerian mortgage now is now working perfectly. So, you mentioned something the last time. They said 6 years. Those are the developer. I want developer about bank can come in, but that's why you need to come to broker like me. So I'm a broker in Nigeria. I have all the banks as well. I tell you what me buy now. All right. So and that's a mortgage for the one that's the scheme for government and put in place for Nigerians for mortgage. But you have to be in Nigeria. You must live in Nigeria. You must reside in Nigeria to get that, and you must have working and earn salary in Nigeria. Okay. For this one that you're in abroad, you're earning your salary in Nigeria in abroad, or you're Nigeria, you see Nigeria as well, or you have your businesses both anywhere. To share business, mortgage is available. You get in business is only here. So with the minimum of 30%, to 20%, and even with the sometimes with the reasonable interest rate. If we're able to vet you and you get a good credit, and she credit search you, and she credit search you, and say, "I'm not quick." If she credit search in Nigeria, also powerful you be law. My one bad address lay a guard phone. So they have is, when Nigeria, when we are intelligent, we want us to do something, we do extremely and we do it perfectly. Trust me. So there's a system that will search credit report so that we can see. So if you have a good credit, okay, tendency that you get 1 digit interest is likely. We know all these lenders, what the different condition and all that, right? So now there's one particular bank that with your 20% down payment or 30% down payment, if you pay that in pounds or dollars, it's going to go to retention. And then supposed to be down payment, but they will be giving you interest, 10% interest on that your deposit. So tell money yet, have you said that before? Shori Ogbori, have you heard that before? You don't hear that before. When they were telling me, I said, please say that in English. They tell me in English. Okay, say in Yoruba. They explain in Yoruba. So I explain in Hausa. And they explain, but I don't understand Hausa. And the Igbo, I said, don't worry. And making a note, he told me. Very sad. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, Bọ́lá, kí ló ń fi Nàìjíríà pè fa? Àmọ̀ ti lajú, we don lajú o. Nàìjíríà ti even now, in Nigeria now, they don't spend cash like that. Àfàwọn olóríire tán máa ń náwó pàtí yẹn nìkan ló kù. Card ni most of the thing they spend. They spend card. So, and it's only that in Nigeria we still we good to help mama all the shop will be accepting. Even if you go to so if you want mo lọ oúnjẹ anytime tí mo lọ jẹun àwọn tree, they spend card. They are spending card now, so they are doing everything in their capacity to minimize and what's it called, spending of cash. So also owó ni máa dọ̀tí bó ṣe ń dọ̀tí yẹn. Sometimes you see some money like this. If I'm manage ẹ máa mú ilẹ̀ máa fún mi, I can't take this. It will be smelly. So now by when they do cashes, when we do them, what's it called, translate with the card now, so it will not mess up the money like that. You understand? So, like I was saying, your deposit will be frozen, and so you can get you can fix your mortgage for 10 years to 20, at a maximum of 30 years. It depends on your age. We work with the retirement age. If just like here too. Vivian, thank you for joining. I live in the UK. How can you do credit search on me on it? You are speaking English, Bola. Hey, but they tell you something. And they tell you, even I do people. If one of people live in Nigeria, I wanted to buy a mortgage in UK, so we do that too. We search them too. Yeah, we do credit search too. The world is connecting now. No, technology has gone far. Trust me, technology. Don't you are taking that yesterday as look Nigeria. Don't take yesterday. When you talk technology, you can count on Nigeria too. When you talk to, and the regulation in Nigeria as well is bad. It's mad. Good morning, Vivian, my boss. How are you? Regulation in Nigeria is getting sophisticated. Interested? Yeah. What's the problem? That's good to know. Yeah. And Zoma, yes, so it's a good news. I bring a good news to you from the Jerusalem. Don't say Jerusalem. It means now my one is from Nigeria. I brought the good news from Nigeria, all the way from Nigeria. Good news. Airport champagne. Show you. That's it. So our country is out in that. And let me now tell you, some of us that did not know, the what's it called? Financial districts in Africa. Nigeria is a, yeah. Vivian and my team knows about it. Eva Misha, Vivian Latewo. Ìwọ tí mo pàtẹ́wọ́ fún torí òfun mi lẹ́gùnjẹ ni a pàtẹ́wọ́ for people that ṣá tó fún mi lẹ́gùnjẹ ẹ̀gúnjẹ sport ft fún mi ní money gun fún mi ní lion àjọ máa ṣeré. You understand? So kí ni wọ́n ti jẹun ti gbé ìgbàgbé nǹkan tó sọ financial district Bọ́lá Òṣè Eva Misha náà Bọ́lá Látẹ̀wọ́. Àwọn tó máa kọ́kọ́ ra lé nìyẹn. These are the people that will give mortgage to first. Àwọn ni máa fún mortgage kíákíá. So financial districts, as we know that Nigeria is a giant, is a bigger in Africa. It's a giant of Africa. So because of that, how many of us have been to Eco Atlantic? Ta ló ti dé Eco Atlantic rí? Ah, you must visit area ni. In fact, Canary Wharf ń yájú. Eco Atlantic. Uh-huh. So financial district is coming to Eco Atlantic. Eco Atlantic, that's where you will see the glass house like a Canary Wharf. To ga 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 to the Follow Shalakija, he has one, and it's how many, maybe like a 21 stories, all glass. I think that it worth 3 billion something, $3 billion. Kò ń ṣe náírà o. That office. Okay. About the quantity. Okay, you've been there. All right. Abonade, ibo ló tún jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀? Abanade. Èmi ò Bọ́lá mi ò mọ̀ pé dáadáa. Àwọn ṣá orúkọ gbogbo street lórí ó yẹ mo ti mọ ìtàn sọ nítorí when I was searching for house, I saw that name. Different street, different kìíní ló wà ń bẹ̀. Àmì wọn pè mí ní Sky. Ó ṣá different name bákan ṣá. Yeah, Eco Atlantic. So all the houses there, well, they are not selling in naira. Oh, they are selling in dollars. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ní M, wàá máa gbé M. Ṣé orúkọ tí mo mí ìgbà M, mí. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ní M. So you don't need you're not called with Atlantic. So I'm just saying that. So and the UK what's called US embassy, the biggest US embassy. There's some people say biggest US embassy in the world. Some people say in the Africa. So in Timor. So is it that nobody bigger embassy, US embassy in the world in Africa? No, ni ìyẹn náà ti tó. So I in the world, no ni ó dáa náà kò sí problem in náà ni. So it's coming there. So because of that, so for now, business for you now than Nigeria, and you might I know what you're thinking. That money is unfolding. I will tell you how you are not you're going to gain more. Okay, remember your deposit, your deposit going to invest is being put in the savings for you, and you are earning interest. So if you put a deposit in dollars, you will earn interest in dollars. America, Canada, Europe, gbogbo yín mọ̀ bá wí. If you put your interest in pounds, you get the 10% interest in pounds. If you put in naira, if naira no agba naira no. If you put in naira, you get your interest back in naira. So losing kankan. Okay, your deposit, another thing. And again, the rate the properties appreciated appreciating in Nigeria is mind blowing. In really, I will tell them money become one nítorí system in place. One system wa. Happy because Nigeria we are billions of people. There are many. So real estate is booming. Everybody must, as we speak, some people they are seeing like a 10 living in one garage. So that's mean that no property is not enough yet. One more Lord, Jerry. So that's mean property is not enough yet. Right? So property is not enough yet. So that's why the ratio of the property being grow in Nigeria is, in fact, for the next 4 decades, that's 40 years, property will be growing rapidly in Nigeria. According to statistics, property double the price in the UK and US every 13 years. So in Nigeria, 2 years. You need this day, go 6 months. Share and be fertilizers in it don't double. So the way it doubles, all right. Before I don't even have interest in Nigerian property, but now I you're gone. So now things have changed now. I understand better. So I purposely went there to go and study. You know, sometimes if you don't know something, if you don't study something, they say they want to don't listen to one. Now I'm telling you reality. No, immediately Bola said the mortgage is 6 months. It's 6 years. It costs yeah, there is more way. That's why you need to come to us so that you have a longer time, so that we're able to stretch it for you. For it depends on your age. We work on it. As in working here, is work here the same thing. I'm a mortgage here and a UK and US. As in work in the UK and US, the same mortgage, it work in Nigeria. Okay. So and even work better that one. So as the people diaspora mortgage now, it's not the bank that does diaspora mortgage. Like here in the UK, it's not the mortgage bank that will give you mortgages in Nigeria to come and buy here, but some bank does that. Even so, the same thing in Nigeria now. So if you go to, maybe you tried before, maybe somebody tell you I've tried before. They say no, you don't worry, come to me. Yeah, let me lie to you, Abi. Jaro me. how do you say Garo me in English? Garo me in English. Anybody help me, Gary? Garo me in English. Dear me, dear and see, okay? Dear me, or text me anyhow. So now you can now put the property in in place. So you cannot put the you now rent it just because what I told you about the financial districts. Before Nigeria, Africa does not have financial district. They use Victoria Island, but it's not really district like a Canary Wharf or Wall Street in America. So now we are having our Wall Street or Canary Wharf is going to be Eco Atlantic. Do you choose do you choose the area you want first in the area? Yes, yes. You have opportunity to anybody just as I said, just as working. But the risk now is, most of Nigerians' property, the way they build, when there's no regulation like that. So some of them they don't have a title. So if it doesn't have a title, we are not going to lend you. So on that, because of that, now we take upon ourselves as well to be a rector and a developer at the same time. So we are working together with the developer. A lot of developers say, "Oh, if it comes to us, we want to cheaper because we get you bargain." So the developer, we are working together with the developer. They even give us more cheaper than you go to estate again and you understand. So because they know that we can sell it quickly because of mortgage facility and all that. Okay. So but if you see anyone that you like as well, no problem, as long he have a title. No title, no gbowole. And that's another thing to some of us that you are building Nigeria, and that's why it's not good for you to build yourself, because you build yourself or you buy the land, sometimes you might not 15 years you are not get title. But some developer, they have already done that work for you. Give it how are you? They have done that setting for you. So all what you need to do is just to buy with mortgage so that we can vet the property very well. We do valuation. As the way we do valuation, we go and check the property. We check that it's mortgageable. If it's not mortgageable, we are not going to give you mortgage. So that's why you can use us to help you to get your property. Here, I don't do that. People say, "Can you help me to get property?" I don't do it. But Nigeria, need choice, I will do it because of, and it's not that really, really the property market is getting, we are getting there. These years have been built for a long time. See, they are the one that colonized us, isn't it? So they have been already there. So we'll get there now. Even we get there, we pass them. FT ló ń sọ̀rọ̀. If I get to that country, I make sure pé mo fojú British, mo fojú má sọ lé mo fojú wọn ṣe báyìí. Àwọn èèmọ̀ a máa develop. May God láti rí lọ ẹni mọ Nigeria máa sọ may God bless Nigeria. Máa sọ pé may God bless America. America was blessed. Now all the Nigeria, I charge you in the morning tó bá jí máa sọ pé may God bless Nigeria. May God bless Nigerians and Nigerians. May God bless Nigeria and Nigeria. Till God bless you, Nigeria and Nigeria. You all of you will go back. Oh, ní ṣiṣẹ́ afẹ́mọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ tó fẹ́ ṣe yẹn, you will not do that. May God bless Nigerians and Nigerians. Let it be your prayer every day. May God bless Nigerians and Nigerians all over the world. All right. So, are you? Again, one more. Let me come and be going by you. I need to go for next meeting. So, as I was saying, your it's not the bank that does that frozen your deposit for you and get interest on your deposits, but this particular bank does that. So that's me. In fact, I've not up to now. I've not even get over it. I'm telling you, being your deposit get prove me. Okay, prove. Thank you, Zoom. What about me so Yibo? Thank you. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Thank you. So it's not no. So it's not the bank that will give you 100% and what's it called frozen your deposit for you. By the way, getting 10, in fact, you get 10%. So you know how they started for me. He said, so if you put money in Nigerian in UK bank or US, he said they give you 2% or 1% interest. I said yes. He said here we give you 10% on top of your deposit. You don't hear that before. And the interest only stop when you redeem your mortgage. It's not interest that will give you one kinikon. It stops when you redeem your mortgage. In fact, it's a mind blowing. So and the prayer house. Thank you for following the creator. And this is the way of everybody now is a competitor because the mortgage in place now is quite competitive. Thank you, Vivian, for sharing competitors market. So everybody's making more juicy for everybody. As the baby, thank you for following us. If you are not following me on this Instagram, please do so right now and make sure and they make it more attractive for Nigerians. And most it's not the bank that does diaspora, like I said, but we are got I may purposely get most of the bank that can do diaspora. I got them and secured so that they can help my people here. So if you now purchase that property now, what are you going to do with it? So we do number one Airbnb. We're going to have it. We have not. So we now we cater for property management. We help you to manage the property at the same time. So no problem. The only problem you have is only that you have no problem. You know, the only problem pé kò ní problem. You have problem. So mo ti wà káyìdé it is open 1 minute o. The only problem is that you do not have any problem. So so after paying your deposit, the mortgage is monthly. All right, you can rent the property outright. Outright, in Nigeria, they pay the rent for a year, isn't it? 1 year, 12 months. And if you now buy your property, okay, then now tell me some businesses as well, which I'm dabbling into. Some the air company like a Shell or you whatever, global and others. So they brought all the Unibo from America, from abroad, the police. Some of them they don't want to buy a house in Nigeria, so they rent house for them. So if you buy your property around Ikoyi, okay, Ikoyi, Banana Island, Eko Atlantic, those are the places that rent for the staff. They normally pay for 4 years, 4 years upfront. If you buy one and rent it for 4 years upfront for those people, in fact, you will take that money and they will pay you in dollar. You pay that money again to go and deposit for another property and rent it out. Before you know, you have to. So of course, you need to be paying your money. You cannot out of 4 years, you can use 4 years to 2 years to deposit for another property. So you can now use another 2 years to keep in your bank account so that that will be servicing the mortgage. Okay, you'll be servicing the mortgage for you for the next 4 years. After another 4 years, you get another one. So or you can do Airbnb. So when you do Airbnb, that's why the money is a lot. So because embassy is coming and in financial districts, a lot of people will be visiting Nigeria more than ever before all over the world. So Airbnb markets will be booming. If it's already booming. See, people are not using hotel these days anymore. Even they don't even build hotel anymore. And the way they build the house these days, Nigeria, all the house in Nigeria, they're all brand new anyway. They built smart, they call it smart house. So all the houses are all smart, right? And energy sufficiency. And most of the houses in a good area now. So there's a lights, so many things. Even some of them they have energy company themselves so that they can be supply energy for their own houses. So there is there's no light. They are taking the light, they common lights. No that one. So it depends on Bitoralesi. So it's only that they will just give you band A, band B. So if you have band A, so no light sufficient all the time. You just so you have the same category as if you are in London. Understand? Another thing. So and I will address all the Nigerians here in diaspora to have insurance in Nigeria, life insurance, health insurance, and all that. And I'll tell you the reason why. If you don't even have it, we are ní fún wọn lé o ò ní gbà ò ní lè ra ilé torí if the compulsory is níbẹ̀ yẹn. You know what? More especially health insurance. We know why health insurance is very important. A lot of people when they travel to Nigeria, they fall ill. Most especially if you have not been in Nigeria for a long time. If you fall ill, what will happen? Wọ́n máa gbé ẹ káàkiri sáwọn hospital rọ̀dọ̀rọ̀dọ̀ and they ask you to go and bring police report pé ẹ̀fọn jẹ ẹ́. Do you understand? They go to do a police report because the mosquito bites you, have malaria. Understand what I'm talking about. So by having the health insurance in place, it will take all that burden away from you and be able to go to private hospitals straight away without paying any cost. So if you don't even have any, if you have life insurance here, or blah blah blah, please, when you go to Nigeria, make sure you have health insurance. It's your country; they will do it for you. All right, you consult me, and we arrange that for you. So then, and again, property insurance, we have property insurance in place as well, in case, if you are also, if you are afraid of buying a lecky or one flood, or property insurance, one leg. If anything happen, fire, thief, flood, proper insurance will pay. And somebody was asking me, is as Nigerian insurance play claim? Oh my God, one play. Sorry, you watch. Why ban me? Come and meet me. No, but you watch back claim. Come and meet me. I'm not joking. Ìmá bẹ́ẹ̀ gba claim jáde. So ibi báyìí náà the same thing náà ni ìgbà náà àwọn tẹ́pì àwọn ọmọ máa help àwọn clients mi láti bá wọn gba claim jáde. Gbogbo ìṣọ́ wọn máa dẹ̀ ẹ́ báyìí dáì in London wọn máa dẹ̀ ẹ́ báyìí dáì báyìí. So ó ṣe pé it's not because Nigerian something, it's Nigerian something, but even àwa tí Nigeria gan ló better because tó bá ti wá bá wa broker wọ́n máa sọ pé wá tí ó fẹ́ ń ta lọ́la yóò lọ sanwó claim o má dá client mi láàmú, and they will pay your claim for you. Do you understand? In fact, there's so many juicy insurances that we have in Nigeria that we don't have in here in London, but we have in US, by the way. My UK health insurance cover me worldwide. All right, okay. If that's the case, no problem. So it's not who gave you health insurance? So let me know. Yeah, let me know who cover you, because I'm not sure if you think they cover you any, because we do have life insurance. We do life insurance here in London, so I'm no. What bank was that? So I want to check maybe their London hospital. Ah, no, that's not London hospital. London hospital. Say London hospital one Nigerian. Somebody worldwide check. Go and look at the list of the country to to cover. There's always clause in the policy. The law message us on the this platform. Royal London Hospital. It has no worldwide. Royal London Hospital should be Royal London life insurance. Should be I they do go sing me worldwide. Go and look at the country and make sure Nigeria is there. So they might use the term of worldwide. Of course, America, Germany, Kinecon, worldwide, here. So make sure when Nigeria worldwide in Nigeria, and otherwise you do life insurance in Nigeria. So, so people that would like to register their interest in Nigerian property, please double check, Kibola, and send a message on any platform that you are watching it for. Send on a message, send on your email or your telephone number. Okay, that's number one. Number two, for anybody that wanted to put Power of Anthony in place, most especially if you're a business owner, please send me a message at the same time and tell me what you want: Power of Anthony or mortgage Nigeria. No, dictate it, or if you wanted to, no problem. If you wanted to put will in place, send message, say I want the will. So anything that you want, send a message. Tell me exactly what you want in the message. There's inbox. You can send me direct DM on the TikTok, on the Instagram, on the Facebook. But if you know, and our number is there. If you go to our bio on the TikTok, our office number is there. Instagram number is there. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, the number is there. Or if you can't navigate yourself to see the number, you can. There's where you can send direct DM. Every platform have it where you can send a message. Send me a message, and I'll see. I've done that. I've done it already. Okay, send a message, but no problem. All right, D-Law. So did you get that? So if you have not following us, please follow this page. If the Lord tarry tomorrow, by God grace, I don't know, Elijah. Thank you for joining me. I will come back here again here tomorrow and to come and educate. So today we talked about the law of intensity rule in the United Kingdom. If you're a married couple, if you do not have a valid will in place, or if you do not have it, and as after that, I said, ordinary will is not enough. Out of 10 risks, you only cover one risk by putting will in place. So, and I say, what is enough if the will is not enough? And that's why we come off trust. You put it also, and what is trust? And tomorrow I will continue from where I stopped, and I will tell you that what you need to be able to draft a what's it called to draft a trust. Okay. Our parents need to be educated with wills. Please, yes, please, and probate. That's it. Otherwise, probate. If probate take 2 years, Come and see. I want to call more. Is the people that that are being this issue that can understand it more better. I'm telling you. All right then. So if I let me come and be going. My team will be waiting for me. All right. Anybody have question? If you don't have question, that's fine. Today's what? Anybody have a question for me? Yeah. Uh, Mrs. Graham, how are you? So I was in law at a Femo law. We are about to going. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Join me tomorrow, 10 a.m. UK time. Okay. Thank you. Bye for now.